I'm a disabled veteran. I got clean 9 years ago. It was suggested that I do some service work. And I didn't want to do any of the service work that the program provided, secretary or coffee maker. So one day I just had this epiphany. I was like, well, why don't I just try working at the pound or whatever? And I started Googling that. And then that's how it all started, really. I had a lot of wreckage that I was dealing with. That did take up a fair amount of my time. Initially, me coming here was more of an obligation to just what I seen other people do that were successful. They had done service work. Of course, I manipulated to do the service work I wanted to do, but I was like, I'm gonna do this. And then, you know, at some point that shifted for me a lot. I remember the first dog that I really fell in love with, and that was this dog named Bella. And she was a chunky pit bull, a tank. And I used to just, she would keep me coming back a lot, like when I didn't want to, and she would, just thoughts of her would invade my quiet moments. And she was a long-term resident, so when she finally got adopted, it was, that was such a huge victory. And she recently, last summer, she passed away, and she had 2 years with just a great family. So she was one of the big ones. I said, hey, I wanted to take Blue, but there was another dog here named Charles that I really trusted. I didn't quite have the trust then that I do now with Blue, but I want to take Charles. I really trust Charles. I want to see if I can do that. Me and Charles started going, and then I started taking Blue, and I started making up my own procedures. First, we would go to a short park, and then we could go to Tuville if things went well, and so forth. It was around this time my son was making treats to complete his community service with Young Marines. And he kept expressing that he wanted to do more.
I want to do this too. I mean, not just because you guys are doing it, but because you guys are helping out animals, and I want to do that too. And you guys are coming back feeling like you really helped someone really well. So I want to do that too.
We like to do the trail at Tuville. A lot of it is about the ride, you know. You really see the dogs go through their evolution as they get away and some of that stress is gone. And then the ride back is usually when they'll start to relax, and then right before we get here, they know when we're getting here, is when they'll perk back up.
Makes me feel glad that I got to sit here and help. Really, all I wanted to do here was help out and make bonds with animals, really.
Yeah, it's, hold on. So there's a few things I've done that I would say mattered or were important. I would like to think being a father is one of them. I would say my time in the Marine Corps. I'd say when I got clean and have been able to maintain that, and then the fact that we get to come here and work with the people and the animals too, you know. There's days when like I don't want to do it, and or there has been, and I'll think about Lynn. I'll be like, I gotta go there for Lynn, you know. I gotta go there for Jessica or Bonnie. I gotta go there for Ryan. I can't leave Ryan alone, you know. It's one of the only things that I've ever done that mattered.